Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Using his legs, it's Willis. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. At the 40, there he goes. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed. At linebacker, he can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
Looking to throw, it's Mayfield. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. That big play, a perfect example of why receivers relentlessly work on the release.
Yeah, work on that release, work on their hands, getting by the DB. When I'm getting that press man and he's up in my face, man, that is a hard assignment if I don't really get my hands on the receiver. And he wins off the line of scrimmage. Quarterback finds him, sees man coverage, makes a big play.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Looking for space. It's chopped into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Smashes through the tackle. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 1. Going to the running game. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
First down to start the drive after the break. To the ground with the back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. He wants it all. Touchdown, TCU! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw.
South Carolina, 0.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They go to the ground, and he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Back to pass, it's Stafford. It's complete on the right side. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Still running at the 40. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance.
And they got him for the sack. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my #1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Here's the give off the left side. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Throws toward the end zone. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to the quarterback. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab inside the 30. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big gain.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, TCU 7, South Carolina.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half.
Set to kick off.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
To the air, it's Stafford. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pressure coming. He throws one to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take it. Now it's fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Scanning the field, it's Stafford. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And the TCU offense will take over. 1st and 10.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right.
Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue.
He'll take the deep shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass. It's Stafford. It's complete to the left. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, South Carolina 17,
First down to start the drive after the break. They want that clock to run.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running behind that left side. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He fires a bullet to the right. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.